Why do so many companies conclude that good data quality just isn't worth the effort? Pour out a fresh cup and let's get real with the Data Quality Coffee. I'm Chip Block with DataKitchen. We're going to be sharing with you a series of short videos. We'll talk about clever ways to do data quality better, how to discover and avoid some nasty booby traps, how you can leverage our free open source TestGen app to get ahead of data quality problems, assess and improve data quality in your organization, and avoid serious risks to your data and your team. We're convinced that the best practices, expertise, and easy framework that are built into TestGen can become your secret weapon to help you turn data quality challenges into big wins. But first off, today's topic: why data quality isn't worth it. Let me first of all admit that I was going to make the topic why data quality is worth the effort. But that's kind of obvious. Everyone can recite reasons for that. The really interesting question: why organizations filled with smart, talented, dedicated people don't address data quality effectively. What are the countervailing forces that paralyze teams and leave them open to nagging errors, mismanaged expectations, lost credibility, and the potential for disaster? These are real valid hurdles that cause real resistance, that affect deliverables and careers. To overcome it, you have to look it in the eye. First, let's talk about the most obvious outward reasons that people say they can't mount a data quality effort. These are the reasons that I hear most often. I know there's a problem, but there's not enough time. There's not enough time to prevent other highly skilled people, expensive resources from wasting their time. Here's another one. I know there's a problem, but we don't have enough people. We don't have the staff or resources to make people more productive in our organization. I think people realize that these are not very logical points, but they feel like impossible barriers. They leave us trapped in our own particular urgent quadrants, unable to get to what's really important to the larger organization. And they don't shed light on the real underlying reasons that these problems seem so insoluble. They're founded in real daily pressures, misperceptions within the larger organization about the reality of daily work in the modern data center. The fact is, the fire hose is on full blast like never before. And it's hard to remember that data quality is about empowering people to do their work more effectively, to deliver insights, AI models, and tools that can revolutionize companies. Okay, so what are some of the unspoken assumptions and perceptions that short-circuit quality? Here's one of my favorites, and I've heard this before. We're supposed to be doing this already with the resources and workflows that we have. And I've had executives look blankly at me and say, isn't this the point of what you already do? We have a multi-million-dollar data operation and we don't have perfect data quality? To me, that hurts so much because there's truth in it. But what seems like data quality failures are often the result of priorities and resource allocation decisions that were made years or even decades ago. There's greater need for data quality now because companies have started to realize how much more value there is in the data. This means we're seeing heightened throughput, we're seeing tougher requirements, we're seeing a need for extra efforts. It used to be that a handful of critical data elements were all that required special attention. Now, with AI and predictive modeling, all data is grist for new deliverables, including external data, multiple systems, vendor data, sometimes data that's 20 years old. Now, here's a pernicious one. Data quality is boring. It isn't seen as adding new value. It's not a new capability or a new insight. It's table stakes for other people's achievements. Ultimately, it's seen as a cost sink, not an opportunity in many organizations. The bottom line, data quality isn't cool, even though it's a critical part of the coolest innovations. I've heard the perfect saying from India to convey this one. Don't put your hand into the snake hole. It's hard enough just to keep up with the new data coming through. Quality is unknown, but your suspicion, it's worse than anybody wants to admit. You don't dare publicize how bad data quality could be. It's a lot easier to shrug and blame others. And then the ultimate bureaucratic truth, if you try to solve the problem, you own the problem. And this may be the hardest one of all. I don't even know where to start. It's impossible to gauge the extent of the issues. We don't even have the business knowledge to understand the data. It's hard to get the attention of stakeholders. It's hard to get everyone to understand, much less agree on what the problem is. It will take forever to define a comprehensive set of standards, much less to identify action items, much less to measure success. In future videos, we're going to talk about each one of these problems and how to use the tool set and methodologies of TestGen to overcome them. But for now, I just want you to understand the importance of acknowledging the resistance. You know, singing la 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 is not a good career move. And mindlessly repeating what you've always done these days is not a good career move either. If you act like an AI, you can be replaced by an AI. So now let me ask you a question. What if you could take significant steps to diagnose and prioritize your data quality issues? Measure the impact of those issues on your data. Build a data catalog of every column and its status for easy reference. Develop a set of standards, like a data contract, to measure your data quality over time. And then keep measuring your data, looking for new problems and anomalies that arise. What if you could do all that automatically by pointing TestGen at your data set and then getting a cup of coffee? And what if you could download the open source version of TestGen and do all this at no cost? The most important takeaway here, you don't have to drive blind. Before anything else, this is what our tool, TestGen, is all about. Agile data quality, built on the principle that you measure first. Don't get stuck arguing about monolithic expectations, outdated as soon as the stakeholders can agree on them. Don't get stuck in the cycle of testing only for yesterday's problems, only because they already hurt you. Point TestGen at your data and get a proactive assessment of where you stand. Automatically. Assess data quality now against common sense best practices. Identify changes you can make today to improve the quality and usability of your data sets. Define data quality rules based on a baseline view of data, then get notified when new data breaks those rules. Start tracking specific tests and broad changes in your data quality over time. Then you can take it to the next level. Keep measuring, refine your standards, add custom tests, target resources to where the risks are greatest. Build credibility and a constituency for making real change. Then share the evidence that your efforts are paying off. So here's my suggestion. Start measuring. It's the crucial first step, and it's easy to do. I've seen a lot of data, but now the work we do is more important and more visible than ever. A bold, broad approach to data quality can create new opportunities for you, your team, and your company. Lead the way to a data-driven organization, not a denial-driven organization. TestGen can give you the evidence you need to show that your data quality campaign is every bit worth the effort. Download TestGen and start measuring and improving the quality of your data. It's open source and free. If your problem is more complicated, if you have your own ideas, or if you just want to talk about better data quality, reach out to me directly. I'd love to hear from you.